Hello and welcome to the Halo Forge Epidemic. This is Oakley HiDef and I'm here to bring you a new Forge tips and tricks tutorial, and this one is going to be covering different types of cranes and construction yards. And this is in response to what I've been hearing from some people, which is where they want to see, more UNSC stuff. And a lot of people have been asking for UNSC theme stuff. So this is what this is going to be. And also you guys have been asking for, destroyed buildings, UNSC architecture, stuff like that. So this is something else you could do, to cover different types of UNSC stuff, because of course cranes are important for loading docks or military bases, all sorts of stuff, so you can use these everywhere. So this is a compilation of ideas brought to you by Yardbird92, Kanggo Sucka helped out, Psychoduck helped out, so this is a nice big collaborative work that they put together. So I'm going to go ahead and try and cover the different ones that they have here. And it's all really well done, really well forged, and I think it's very neat. So we'll start over here, which is essentially what they have is a suspended crate here, which has been broken open and the warthog's falling out. And so what they've done to make it even more believable is it has this whole sort of guide rail system where the crate is locked to that and they would move along. So it makes for a very believable area where it'd be a loading dock. And what they've done is made a nice floor here using the brace larges, and over here, which would be some sort of station where you might watch, observe the crates, and there'd be some sort of control station here so you can move stuff along. So it's that kind of stuff that you want to bring into your map. It's basically the believability, because here they have this whole landing pad where maybe you would drive the warthogs up, this crate would be on the floor, you load them up, and then you ship them out. So this could be something you would put on a map, by the docks or something like that. So it's really cool. Over here, this is more of a warehouse area. And what I really like about this is they've got the walls here, and like you see in many, aerospace hangars or different hangars in general, is they have a central door that slides out from between, or slides out right here and comes and closes. So they have the realism there. And then what they have on the inside is some sort of system that would move around, this part would move back and forth, and presumably it could hold crates and stuff like that. So this is really cool. It's a place to hold equipment, and I think it pulls it off really well right here using the satellite pieces on the other end to serve as the piping, and then a bridge small piece here that would presumably come and pick these up. So I think that's really cool. Over here is just made a simple crane. So he's put it into the wall using these circular ramp larges, walkway cover here with the brace large underneath it, and then he has a satellite piece coming down here that connects to this crate. And again, simple crates are easy to make using your bridge large pieces. You put them to make the four faces, and of course you can close this off with another block or a bridge medium piece. Over here, moving along, they have more structures, more buildings. I think this one is really neat. Over here they've made a pretty cool just buffer right in front of this loading dock. And what I like about this loading station here is it's got all the supplies, and then what they have down here is these are teleporter frames as they put up and down. And what it looks like is these are some sort of hydraulic system that would allow this whole platform, to raise and lower. So you would put supplies here, it would get raised up, and then you can take them into this storage center here. So again, more believability. And over here they've added just a little touch of destruction. Over in the front, something you can do to add more, to your construction yard theme is put down cones, crates, warthogs, propane tanks. Propane tanks aren't used very often, but they can, sell the theme that you're going for. As we move around over here, you got a nice big crane sitting on the side holding a big crate. I think this is really cool. So platform extra large here on the base, platform extra large here. Then what he's done is a walkway large piece sticking here, just so you get this nice, beam looking feature here. And then over here, ramp circular small to tie it in together, walkway large coming over the top, and brace large here to finish it off, cover up the bottom side. Then what he's done is they've put a sniper nest here, connected it so it comes out, antenna satellite here that comes down to a teleporter frame, and that is then connected to here. So everything flows together seamlessly, and I think it looks really, really cool. Another really cool thing that I like about this area here, very neat construction, is a multi-jointed arm that would, presumably be controlled here. And the way they did that was by using a bunch of railings and capture plates to make the joints. So it bends back here, this would be able to bend, right here bends, and then it all comes down to an arm here, which is antenna satellite small. So I think it looks really awesome. Definitely adds more functionality, because you could imagine this thing stretching out. So that's something you want to do, because it's an object that you don't see too often, and it looks great in combination with the crate here, as if it's picking it up. And you could actually have this, use the antenna satellite to be sticking out, and maybe this would be some sort of welding machine or something that does rivets or joints or something like that, which would be really cool. You could have it maybe on a warthog assembly factory where you have a bunch of these, working on warthogs that would be lined up here. So I think if you could use that, that would be a really cool detail. And of course, you can also have a bunch of pieces just sitting around as debris or as supplies. Over here, which is another neat area, is they've made a road with kind of an assembly line thing coming across. So right here to make the road, these are just Ram extra larges right here, and they put them down in such a way to make the ground uniform, and it does look very much like a road where you have the central divide here, and the coloring looks nice. So they've made a nice even spot here with pedestrian walkways here, sidewalks in between. What I really like about this is in this opening here, they didn't just leave it like that, they put it something. So what they did is they put teleporter frame supported by a column at the top and a mongoose here that they fixed actually using small grenades there to hold it up. But those are really not noticeable, so it makes it look like it's being held up magnetically, which is really cool. Very neat trick. So maybe if you're doing a race map, you might have these, say you're fresh out of the construction zone, your mongoose has been built and now you're going for a test run, so that might be a theme for a race map, which would be pretty cool. Now we're going to move back and keep looking at some stuff. So here, some more areas of supplies. Over here, what they've made is a whole series of satellite pieces sticking together here, and they've put some in the ground to make it look like wiring. So they've made some cool infrastructure in this building here. And what they've done over here is made, a small control panel here. And the way this is made is using a variety of pieces. This right here is a glass sail. I can pop that out. So put it on an angle. It has a lot of nice texture to it. Column in the back to finish it off. And then they have these two capture plates here to give, the levers that you could push up and down, which would presumably be controlling this. So I think that's really neat, a really cool use of forged material. And of course here they've just made another base, which looks very neat. Over here, this is maybe my favorite crane, which looks really awesome. What they've done is they made it look like a digger. So over here, what you have is a pile of rubble, with a variety of blocks and door pieces and antenna pieces. And over here, you have something that would be cutting up, digging into the ground. So platform extra large here, walkway large here, and then what you have is a combination of a walkway large here and platform. This is a large walkway cover on top, and then to support it, they put block 1x4s here at an angle connecting to the main arm, which is here, the connecting arm. And then over in the front, what they've done is put ramps here to make it look like that's maybe the shovel that would come and dig out these rocks. And as you can see here, it's taking out a piece. So I think that looks really neat. Adds a lot of believability, a lot of functionality. So maybe if you have, a mine or a quarry, this is what you might want to add to your map. So guys, go ahead and build off the ideas and add your own and build them into other themes. So I hope this can help you build your own UNSC maps, or maybe even theme maps for all sorts of things. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. This has been Oakley HiDef with the Halo Forge Epidemic, and I'm signing out. Thank you.